Anyway, here's the last one. We'll make a comment and we'll end this off. This is it's kind of a good little rapid fire, little root fire program we're doing today. I kind of like it.
It's fun.
Hopefully you dig it too. Anyway, this is the last one here, and we'll finish off with this. This one's a little bit longer, but she makes a good point. It goes by fast. Here we go.
When do people forget what the actual job of the government is? And it's not to modify your behavior or tell you how to live, who to be with, and how to act, what words to use, or modify your behavior in any sort of the way. But that's exactly what's been happening in Canada and Western Europe and Australia since 2015. The government started off small. First, they told you, oh, don't use the word homeless, use the word unhoused, right? And a bunch of NPC losers are like, oh, okay, yeah, that totally makes sense. Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, if the word change is going to happen, how will that help the homeless community? Is it going to solve the homeless crisis?
Right.
Is it going to make anybody's life even the slightest bit better or improve it in any way? No, it's just a virtue signaling word that then gets you trained to change your own language, police your own language, police your own thoughts, police other people's thoughts. And now Canada wants to bring in a law of, how should I say this? It's called coercion and control within a relationship, right?
Just want to stop it in there because this is just makes sense real quick. When she's talking about change your language, change, not say certain things. Remember how you come home and our kids are telling you, oh, you can't say retarded. Yeah. Or you can't say, midget or dwarf, it's little person. Or you can't say fat, it's overweight. Or, I mean, whatever it is. They're trying to soften the language, trying to change the language. This is exactly what she's talking about. And it's like, no, we've got to stop that bullshit right now. And anyway, so let's listen to more and then we'll finally, I just want to interject that real quick.
Which all of us are like, hey, that's great. Except when Canadians make laws, they make it so broad that pretty much anybody can get in trouble. And they do this on purpose so that they can further modify people's behaviors. And now it's going to be
extreme
inside
DUI,
of their homes.
remember that?
Not outside where you are with other people, inside of your home, with your loved ones, with your family. And anybody now can use this law to get anybody else in trouble just for a misunderstanding. And they want that. And you know why they want that? Because they want collectivism. They want you as cyborg that thinks the same, says the same, acts the same. Anything the government wants, they want you to just be like, yes, sir, please tell us how to live. And that is primarily because a lot of people from Gen X, boomers, millennials, Gen Zs have not been able to graduate their brains from a childlike attitude to adult-like attitude. Do you understand that when you make a decision, it is a good point. Your decision? Yeah. That means actions have consequences. And you have to face those consequences when you make the wrong decision. That is how you learn and grow as a person. You don't let the government decide what you should think, how you should act. Let me just show you this bill. It's
like they did with COVID and the jab and shit like that, for example. Oh, God. Yes. No, she makes excellent points.
Dr. Leslie Lewis, I've showed her work many times. She's literally the best thing to ever happen to the conservatives, amongst other people that have now quit, politics because of liberals. But she said you should read Bill C-16. This bill creates new offenses in the criminal code, which are deeply concerning for normal, loving family interactions based on a pattern of coercive or controlling conduct, even when no violence, threats, or illegal acts occur. So, asking a spouse where they have been after they said they'd be home, apparently controlling, expressing concerns about excessive drinking, apparently now it's going to be a criminal crime, disagreeing about finances or spending, criminal. How is that normal to some of you?
No way.
Can you believe that shit?
Wow.
I wanted to end on that because she makes some excellent points about what's going on. And this is the problem that we have. We have people who are allowing or letting, or the ones creating this, saying we are going to control what you say as actions. They're already doing it in the UK. You can't put hate speech on it. Well, what is hate speech? Well, that's if you offend somebody in what you say online. And they have arrested people and gone to their homes in the UK, in England, excuse me, and arrested people for this shit. Now they're making stuff like, oh, you can't argue about finances with your spouse and just say, hey, we can't be spending that shit or whatever, and all these other things that she listed there. Go back, pause it through, and look at the list that she didn't even get to.
That is wild.
We have got to put our feet down and say enough with the government. The government's way too effing big, way too fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to,
Yeah, and they got their tentacles and everything. And when that's kind of the thing, like when it
you have no business doing that either.
Yeah, they have no business doing that. And when's too far? This is too far.
Yeah.
A lot's been too far. Keep me safe, from foreign intruders.
Yeah.
With our military, you know
Keep
what I mean?
my roads safe
Stuff
so
like
I
that.
can drive on a freeway on a road without potholes
Right.
everywhere. Keep the bridges and overpasses, functioning so we don't fall down and shit whatever. Keep the firefighters and the police and blah blah blah. But stop this bullshit. We did the video about the scanning the IDs here in Utah to go to a bar and restaurant, no matter how old you are. It's none of the goddamn government's business to sit there and scan everyone's ID. If you're over the age of 21, you're legally allowed to drink.
Yeah.
If you look like you're under, if you're 35 or under and you still look like you could be under 21, get carded, fine, I get it. But when you're an 80-year-old or 60-year-old or whatever, this is the shit she's talking about. And we just did a video on it. So check the other one out. But the government needs to shrink immensely.
Yeah. When there's so much oversight that you can't, you feel like you can't even go out of your house. You can't even go into your neighbor's yard.
Right.
You feel like you can't, you can't have a disagreement with somebody on the street. It's too much. You know what I mean?
You
it's
can't
too much.
Call somebody fat because they're definitely overweight because it might offend them.
Now I'm going to get a criminal charge over that.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
You can't call somebody stupid. You can't, it's like, oh my God, it's exactly what they're trying to do. Laws are being used to modify behaviors. And that's what they want to do. This is what the digital ID is all about. This is what the social credit score is all about. And 15-minute cities, the surveillance state, keeping you in this whole thing. We're going to do a video about the Ring doorbell cameras, finding your dog, Milton or Milty or whatever. Where's Rover? Well, if they can find Rover, they can find the Rude.
Yeah, exactly.
Just telling you. So anyway.
Anywhere anytime.
Yeah. So that was our rapid fire, our rude fire podcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do that again because that was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I like going through those pretty quick. And then we'll do deep dives and other ones here and there. But there are just so many interesting topics that we don't look at that, if we find a video, you'll send me some links of stuff like, let's do this for rapid fire, or let's do, this, that for whatever. And because there's stuff out there that, we don't really want to do a full segment on, but it's good to touch upon the topic and do all that. So anyway, we appreciate you joining us tonight. Please look for the next Rude Barn podcast. Check out our other ones. Like you said, we did the ID scan for buying alcohol. We did the Olympic thing about the ones who are grateful and the ones who are ungrateful about being Americans and being in the Olympics. Check that one out as well. And look for others that we have going on as well. So thanks for joining us, King Gang. Question everything. Right. TheRudeBarn.etsy.com. Right?
Like, share, subscribe, comment, talk to us. We love gang. We're out of here.
Later.